Hey guys, Yvette here, and I'm the Witch of Willow Creek, and we are in my vehicle because I'm waiting for my son to get out of work. It's in the dark. We're in the dark. So, sorry about the light on. Maybe if I put this light on? I never think about putting this light on. No, I can't put it on because I have to have the car on. Never mind. Anywho's, I'm having coffee. Trying to caramel macchiato. Whatever, it ain't no Starbucks, okay? It ain't bad, but it ain't the best either. Anywho, kind of tastes like gas station caramel macchiato. If you've ever had gas station caramel macchiato, sometimes it's a little burnt. It tastes like a little burnt. I don't know, but this is not too bad. Anywho, I that's kind of saying like eating gas station sushi, right? Who eats gas station sushi? It's not good for you. Sushi needs to be fresh. Why would you eat gas station sushi? You're gonna be in the hospital, dude. Just say. Anyways, I just thought I'd come on because this thing has been gnawing at me for the past 2 days. I wasn't alive a couple of days ago, and because of my name, when I show up, in lives, I got asked, so what's it like to live as a witch? And my first feeling was, sorry, I had an alarm that came on. So my first feeling was like, bitch, what was it like to live your life? I got offensive a little bit. But then I realized, well, maybe, maybe they're just asking because they want to know, right? And then, luckily 2 other ladies had jumped in and answered for me. Or answered their answers because they are witches, and I didn't have to elaborate on it because it's how I feel about it too. So I didn't have to think about it. So I just got out of there because I kind of figured either they really wanted to know or they were trolling, right? So, but I was just thinking about it, what is it like to live as a witch? And for those who don't know, right? Well, it's the same way it is to live your life. We're no different, except that, well, we do spells. It's pretty much the only difference. We do spells. We are really good at manifesting stuff, but because we believe. I believe anybody can manifest anything they want if they choose to believe. When you have beliefs, something that you really believe in, you notice how that always works for you. Well, that's the same thing with witchcraft and being a witch. When you believe, it works. And like I've said before in many, many videos, I don't see any different as being like anybody else. I've growing up, I didn't know it any different until, other kids pointed it out that we were different, or I was different, that we did things differently. Did not know that. But other than that, we're all the same. I mean, if you cut us, we bleed. Just like you do. If you get a cut, you bleed. So, sorry guys, I'm a little short of breath today. But yeah, it just, got me thinking, I guess there's so much stereotypical stuff out there about witches that it's hard for people to believe that we're just regular people, like everyone else. You know, we hurt just like everyone. We cry just like everyone. We laugh just like everyone. We love just like, everyone. We do all the things that everyone else does. And it really bothers me that, that there's all this Hollywood stereotype out there about witches, but, and that's why, everyone gets treated like, oh, they're crazy or whatever. But no, it's not okay to treat others like that. If you are out in the world, you see a lot of exclusions, people excluding other people from things and, stuff like that. But in witchcraft, at least my experience has been accepting of everyone, no matter what race, no matter what sexual orientation. No matter if you're tall, you're short, you're fat, you're skinny. It doesn't, no matter if you have, blonde hair, red hair, black hair. It doesn't make a difference what you look like. Your beliefs are your beliefs, and you're allowed to believe what you want to believe or what you feel is right for you when it comes to the spiritual side of witchcraft. Because for me, you can't have, well, at least I can't have witchcraft without spirituality. It's always combined, entwined, because I use some of the prayers that my family prayed, because they were Catholic, right? I come from a Catholic background. So some of those prayers work and the magic that I use. But also, I'm not just that particular magic. As I was saying before, when you do, I highly suggest that you guys get DNA tested, because I always feel a pull to different pantheons, like the Greek pantheon, so yeah, I mean, Egyptian, just all types. I sometimes feel a pull to the Jewish faith, and that's because I have some Jewish in me, right? And it's just that you're made up of more than what you think you are. And so it is okay when you are being called by a certain deity that is not who you think you should be working with, because it's not of your culture or whatnot, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, because you're being called because there's something in you that connects you to them. That's why I say do DNA testing. But anywho, that just went out of left field. Just wanted to reiterate that. But it doesn't, and not everybody that you think is a witch is a witch. I'm sure that a lot of people watch Tarot Tube and think, oh, well, they're witches because they do tarot. No, I follow a lot of tarot tubers that are not witches. I can only count maybe 5 or 6 people who I follow. I think it's probably grown a little bit more. Maybe I'm just going to ballpark it at 10. 10 people that I follow that are witches on YouTube. The rest are tarot tubers. They're not witches. You know? So there's not that many. And if there is, and if some of them are, and I don't know about it, and they don't say, you know, they may be in the closet or something in the broom closet that I don't know about. But other than that, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, I live my life every day. Every day I get up in the morning. I do gratitude. I go do my magic coffee, which is probably the difference between what someone who is a witch and someone who isn't does. I go to work, and I just live my life. I live my life just like everyone else, and except that there are spells added into it, and that's not an everyday thing either. I mean, workings are not an everyday thing, at least for me. I mean, I'm sure that there are. The only everyday working I do is my coffee, because it helps me to get through the day. And a lot of times there's also certain ingredients that I put in my coffee that I have to have in my coffee because it helps my tummy, such as ginger, you know. But there isn't really much of a difference, guys. I mean, for those of you who are not witches and have been wondering what is it like to live a life of a witch, do you see me living my life? Do you see my videos when I'm doing tarot tube and all stuff? That's my life. That's just, I'm ill right now, and that's what I'm living with right now. Y'all know that I'm about to move somewhere where I can actually at least live my life in the illness that I have now, so it's just easier for me. So I'm about to do that soon, I hope. But it's just little old me living my life just like everyone else, with a little bit of spell here and there. Okay, I mean, you conjure up something, may not. You put a hex on someone, who knows? I might have done it earlier today. I didn't even know it because I wasn't paying attention. Seriously, sometimes stuff just flies out of my mouth and I just text somebody. I can't help it. Okay? Just don't cut me off. But yeah, I just wanted to put in my 2 cents because I guess because I didn't get to, say anything and I got out of there. And that's why it was bothering me. But yeah, witches live their lives just like everyone else, one day at a time. We put our pants on one leg at a time. Unless you're an overachiever and then you just jump into your pants, both legs. Well, I wish I could do that right now, but I can't. This is my life as a witch. And if you didn't know that I was a witch, you would treat me just as you would treat anybody else, right? So now that you know I'm a witch, what does it matter? I don't understand how people can change their opinion of somebody just because they realize something about them. But they're the same people. Nothing. They're still the same person. They still have the same beliefs, except that they just believe in magic. It's just how it is. Anyhow, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.